Would you move back into your parents' home if it came with saving an extra $1,000 or maybe even an extra $2,000 a month? Like, think about it. People say or look at moving back into your parents' home as you moving backwards or as you will fail. But if we're being honest, that could be one of the best decisions that you make, especially if it's hurting you. You know, it's nothing wrong with going back home to regroup, get your finances together, and stuff like that. Especially, it's nothing wrong with going home if you have a plan. Like, you're not just going back home just to be there and just be like, all right, cool, boom, and do nothing. If you have a plan, like you move back home and you have a plan to come back even harder, that's what you do. So it's like, would you do that? Should you do that? So as you can see by the thumbnail and the title, in today's video, we're going to be talking about, should you move back into your parents' home or should you move back home to save money? And honestly, I'm going to give y'all some of the experience because right now, I kind of been thinking about that, gang. I ain't going to lie. I kind of been thinking about it because I'm like, I think I want to move back home. Like, I still get my privacy. Like, then this is another thing you got to look at everything around the board. Is it just saving? Do you still have privacy when you get home? Can you live with your parents or your siblings or whatever? Can you stay around other people, even if you got kids or what? Or are you just gonna stick it out and make it work? Cause let me tell you, me personally, I was like, shoot, I can still have my privacy at my mom's crib, you know. I'm saving money as well. I can still help around. It's better than paying rent plus the bills, you know. Cause that's already, you know, shit skyrocketing. But I could just go back to my mom's shit and like help her pay some bills. You feel me? Do that. But it's like you gotta think about it, bro. If you moving back home, what are you actually saving? Ask yourself, like, how much is you saving? What would it go towards? And things like that. See, if I was to move back, and mind you, I'm looking for a car too, so I would probably put that towards the savings, help her out, and it's like we both can be equally winning. You feel me? All together. Like, she gets some help, cause I can afford to help her. You feel me? So it's like, get what I'm saying? But let me go ahead. Let me go ahead and keep going. Let me go ahead and keep going. Boom. And another thing is, I wouldn't move just to upgrade my lifestyle. You know, some people move back home just so they can go get some fancy clothes, a fancy car, you know, luxury car. I thought about that too, but I'm not gonna be that type of person. When I first had my first apartment when I was like 19, I believe, I had a car, you know. I had moved out. I wanted to be so independent. It was smooth too. Like, it pushed me in a place to where I was just like straight grinding to where I know I had it. That's when rent was a little cheaper than what it is now. Now today's rent is, I ain't stressing or complaining about it because I can do it. You feel me? But that's not the purpose. If you moving back home to upgrade your life, you basically not saving nothing. You spending that same money towards bullshit. Most people move out of their parents' house to have privacy, their own space, own rules in their house, cook their own food, and maybe they just want to be independent, maybe want to be grown, you know? But sometimes it don't end up being like that. But it's okay. Because let me tell you why it's okay. Because you get the experience and you get to put, like I told you get the experience and you get to push yourself to be better, to actually make it work. But let me tell you, if you think about moving back, I'm all over the place, chat, but I got y'all. If you think about moving back, give yourself a deadline of how long you're going to stay there. Let's say you just broke your lease, or you just, you know, broke your lease, got out your lease, or your lease just ended up being done. It was at the end of your lease, and you move back in with your parents. Let's say you give yourself a year to 6 months to actually stay in there. Now you got a mission. You give yourself a mission to actually move out by a certain time. Stack your funds, get back on your feet, do what's right. Don't make the same mistakes that you made last time. You feel me? So now you can come back way stronger. Boom. And then you basically treating this like a financial reset, because the money that you were spending on your rent and your bills and your groceries by yourself, go what you could do with that. You could put it towards debt. You could put it towards investments. You could put it towards savings. You could put it towards whatever. Like, don't spend that money. Put it towards something that's going to better your life, put you in a better position than what you was. Savings, investments, debt, whatever. That money does not exist, so don't touch it. Like I said, put it over there in those 3 categories that I just said. If you got any type of credit card debt, any loans, anything, if you got a savings account, if you got investment accounts, put it in there. Be smart. I'm telling you, that's what these people do. And they really putting their money into places where they're going to make money. So while you wait in those couple of months or maybe a year or two, guess what's happening? Your money is growing. Think about it. Let's say your rent was $2,000 a month. $2,000 a month times 12. Do the math. Wouldn't that be like $24,000 a year that you saving? Oh, think about this. Plus the groceries and the bills, the utilities and stuff. So you might be saving a little bit more, or that going towards that. Like, come on, that's crazy. That's what you gotta look at. Also, because let me tell you, before I moved out, I always told myself, like, I remember one time I was like, dang, I want to move out. I want to move out so bad. But it was I just wanted my own space. It was nothing wrong with at home. I just wanted my own space. But I'm like, before I move out, bro, I could just save up. Let me see if I could save this rent for 6 months or 12 months. Because that's a lot of money that's going towards rent if you think about it. If you multiply it, bro, that's a lot of money. But I have found this great ass deal, so it's like, you know. And then when you moving back home, money is not the only thing that matters. It's not just probably just to say you probably got a better support system at home. You probably still got peace there too, so it's like you can move back and you still got all these things except for like your own whole apartment. You know, sometimes people just get tired of being in their parents' house and they want to try shit on their own, so that's what they go do. That's why I say it's not only about money. My next thing is, if you think about doing it, like I said in the beginning of the video, go down and see what you actually gaining from it. Don't let social media determine you could, because you see people on social media. You see people in situations on social media where people are clowning them because they want to move back to their parents' house. They can't afford their rent or something. You don't even gotta put on there. Don't let them determine. How about you do what's best for you? You gotta do what's best for you. So what I would do, I would move. If I still got peace at my mama crib, if I still got privacy at my mama crib, or my parents' crib, if I could do like the same thing I'm doing at my house over there, except for like I just don't have all the space that I need, I probably would still move back because I'm saving money. I got a support system, especially if you got kids. You got a support system. You with your family at all times. You know, you can always go in the room, especially if you do. It's gonna give you time to stack up. Simple. So should you? I think it depends on your situation. So if you not making enough money at the job, or you can't do nothing else to make you some more money, you probably should just go back to the crib, hold it out, wait it out. But if you feel like you could afford it, stay. Well, it's really up to you, gang. I just gave you some pointers. Like, so I'm not sure if you really should, because I thought about it. I'm like, matter of fact, today was one of the days I'm like, shoot, when I get back, I might as well just move back to my mama shit. But I'm like, I am losing my own space, like my own big old space. You feel me? And I need to be uncomfortable. So if you stay to the end of today's video and you don't know what you want to do, I say just weigh your options out. For real. What are your options that you have? Is it you trying to go to something bigger? Especially, like, I ain't gonna lie, if you trying to buy a house, you can move back. If you trying to save money, move back for sure. Or just make some more money, really. But I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video. And I'm out.